Hi friends, my name is Debbie Abel and today we're going to be painting this cute Santa ornament card. So for supplies, I'm going to be using my watercolor cards, my Melian watercolor palette. I have some gold also, markers, a tape, and pretty much that's it. So let's jump in and get started. We're gonna start off by making our circle. I'm using my tape, but you can use a cup, a glass, anything that you have at home. And we're just going around the circle. Perfect. And now we're gonna draw a rectangle. And this is gonna be the buckle of Santa. And also we're gonna draw the belt. And it doesn't need to be perfect. We will always can go back with the watercolor and fix any imperfections. No stress. So now we're making this rectangle double. This is his buckle. And we're gonna make the corners a little bit round. But like I said, you can always go back to your watercolor paint and fix any problems. So this is very simple. And now we're gonna make like U shapes. And this is gonna be part of the outfit for Santa. It looks like clouds, like small clouds, and then we're gonna put the top and the circle where the string is gonna be hanging from. So we're gonna start off by putting a red. I'm using my red from my Melian palette. You can use any red that you have at home, and we're just filling in the spaces. I started with very light color, but I decided to let it dry, go back to it, add some more color. I wanted my Santa to be nice and red, so I did 2 layers on this one. If you have a different type of red, make sure you do not add too much water, so it will be a little bit more concentrated and it will be more brighter. We're just going around. And again, I'm going to my second layer with the same color. And before you move to the belt, you have to make sure this red paint is completely dry. Otherwise, you're just gonna spread the paint to different places that we don't want. So we're going to the top. For this one, I'm just using my cadmium yellow, and I added a touch of sienna. But if you have gamboge or a different type of yellow, you can use the one you have at home. We're just adding this to the top, and then I added a little bit more of my sienna just to make some marks on this top piece of my ornament, just some lines. Make sure it's completely dry before you add the lines. As you can see, mine was still wet, so the paint start to spread a little bit, but you can always fix it. Wipe off, clean your brush, and then you go back to it and just lift up any extra paint that you don't like. Make those marks, those lines a little bit more straight, no bleeding. So I did the cleaning, and then I'm going back to the same color, just making my lines a little bit better. Remember, every time you're gonna clean your mess, your brush has to be clean. So you dip it in your water, wipe off any extra water, and then go back to it, and then you do the lifting. I'm adding a little bit more color to the edges, and then some here on the bottom. So please, friends, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it when you give it a like. It helps me promote my videos so other people can watch it. Maybe they can learn something from it. or maybe just to practice and have some fun. And this card is so simple that you can do it with your kids, your grandkids, your friends. I mean, anybody can do these cards. I like to make things that are easy, very simple, that anybody can do, and maybe you can learn something painting with me. So I'm adding my black. You can use Sharpie, acrylic markers, any black that you have is gonna work on this. Just make sure it's water resistant so it doesn't move. It will stay put on. And I'm just going around my buckle. I also want to let you know that I have an Etsy store. It's under Debbie's Art Journey, and I posted a lot of my paintings in there. If you don't see some of the paintings, let me know, and I can post whatever you want. I can list them for you. They are very affordable, and this will help me and will help my channel, as I'm not a full-time artist. I go to work. So this is just, you know, something that I enjoy. I have been painting for a long time since I'm a little kid, and this is what I love. And if I could teach you techniques and something you don't know, that would be a blessing to me. So I'm just going back to the same color, giving a little bit of the shadow. My shadow is going to be on my right hand side. So this is where I'm putting my darker color. And then we're going back to this buckle. I'm using my gold paint. You can use any gold that you have. There's some markers like Sharpie. They make gold, they make silver. Um, there's so many other ones that you can find. This one, I got them from Amazon, and they were very affordable. They were not that expensive, and they have different levels of gold. And I think this is looking really nice, super cute, very simple card. And I'm gonna be making more Christmas cards. Not the 12 days of Christmas, but I will be making more Christmas cards to give you more options for your Christmas as presents to send to your friends and family. And then my handwriting is not the best, I can tell you that. So I'm using my stamp. If you have beautiful handwriting, please go ahead and write any note that you want. In this case, I'm using my stamp. It says Happy Holidays. I was running out of ink, as you can see, so I did this, and then I went back to my watercolor black, and I just fill in the extra space. Then with the ruler, I'm making the string. It's the easiest way to make a straight line, I tell you that. And then I'm using the same gold. This is the one I told you I bought from Amazon. Very, very affordable. And I'm just using the tape as a frame. It's the easiest way to make a straight line. If you have good hand and you don't shake, please go for it. But in my case, I'm 54, so my hand is a little bit shaky. So I'm just using the tape as a guide. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. We will let it dry before we remove the tape. Just adding some more. And I think this part of my ornament, it was a little bit too flat for my taste. So I decided to add my gold to this area, just making some lines. Just bring it to the next level, make it a little bit more 3D. I love anything shiny, and this is one of the things that you can use your shine anywhere in your Christmas cards. And because this is an ornament, this is the perfect place to put your shine. Then I decided that this buckle needed a little bit more shine to it. So I'm just adding my glue and the leftover glitter, and I'm just gonna throw the glitter on it, stick to it, and it's gonna be super shiny and super cute. You're gonna see it. It's lovely. Just shake it, shake it, shake it. Make sure you put plenty. Don't be no stingy on this. And we're doing the final details. To remove the tape, make sure you always pull away from the paper so you don't mess up your paper. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you liked it. And I will see you on my next video, friends. Bye bye. Take care.